G'day, ZiggyD here. As you can see, I'm still downloading the Path of Exile open beta patch, like most people. But today, in this video, I want to take you guys through some of the new microtransaction stuff that's been released. Since the servers are officially up, all of the new microtransactions are available. First up, I'll take you through the actual purchasing of the microtransaction points. A lot of people who are in the closed beta, such as myself, already had a fairly large number of points. I've already spent mine, as you can see, but for anyone coming after open beta, the microtransaction points will be purchased through real money through this shop here. So what they've done so far, and this could change, but I don't know for now. They could go on sale at different times and things like that, and they could have different packs. But for now, you've got the $5 pack, which is 46 points, so just under 1 point per 10 points per dollar there. $10 pack, which is 96 points, which is slightly better value, and then $20 pack is where it levels out at $20 for 200 points, and up there you get all the way up to $250, which gives you an extra like 350 points. So obviously the larger packs, the more expensive packs, are better value, and the lesser ones are lesser value. So you're best off getting the $20 pack if you think you're going to buy a few things, and the $20 pack is enough to buy, you know, at least one of most of the things available, or two, or a couple of stash tabs and things like that, which I'll take you through now. So if we go into the actual microtransactions here, we've now got account features, pets, item effects, alternate skill effects, animations, and the custom content, which is the designing of a unique item, like we had in the closed beta for the Diamond Supporter Pack. Now it's just by itself $1,000 to design a unique item. You think, whoa, who would do that? But there's been over 200 people who bought Diamond Supporter Packs, so I still think we're going to see a fair few people pay the money to design a unique item into the game, because it's something that's in there permanently, and a way to have a part of yourself into the game, so that's pretty cool. But let's go back to look at the account features first. Now we have the extra stash tabs like we had before, 30 points for extra stash tabs. You can now also upgrade any stash tabs you already had, so the original 4 and any extras you might have bought in closed beta for 10 each, and that allows you to add a color and a name to the stash tab, which you can sort of see here, armors and greens and things like that. So that allows you to customize it a lot more and makes it much easier to find things that you've got in your stash. You can also buy the premium stash tabs outright without having to buy them and then upgrade them for just 40 points. That's the same there. You can also get extra character slots for 30 points. You get a lot of character slots, so that might be something you might want to do way down the track. But for now, you should be happy with the amount of character slots you start off. I think it's like 24 or something ridiculous. Now, here we also have the bundles. We've got the Stash Tab bundle for 150 points, which adds 6 extra tabs and saves you 30 points there. So that's pretty good value if you just want extra stash tabs and don't really want them to be fancy. And then we've got the Premium Stash Tab bundle, which saves you 40 points. Gives you 6 tabs that are already upgraded to premium, so that's pretty good value there. I've actually bought one of these already, so I've got something like 7 normal tabs and 6 premium tabs now, so that should keep me out of trouble for a while. Next up we have the newer pets. You can't buy the Kiwi pet anymore. That was a closed beta special, so now we've got, basically you've got a bunch of different types of the same frog with different effects and colors and things like that. These ones have got the crowns, and obviously the more fancy ones are more expensive. Then we've got the Basilisk here, which is starts off at 100, and you've got the Spectral version and the Infernal version there, which are much more expensive. Obviously the Infernal Basilisk, 500 points, so that's $50 worth of points there, is a fairly high-end thing, so if you see any of those roaming around, it'll be pretty special. It'll be comparable to something like a Silver Kiwi. And then we've got the Weta Pet, which is basically a giant grasshopper. You've got the smallest one for 50, and actually they get bigger each time. So you've got the giant Weta Pet, which I think is quite massive, and then the colossal one, which is like half the size of your character. So that's pretty impressive there as well. They're pretty cool. Again, pets don't do anything in the game, they just follow you around, and they're just aesthetic. And next up, we've got the item effects. At the moment, there's only helmet and weapon effects, but we could see things like chest effects, pants, and other armor effects and other sorts of particle effects and things like that. So these sort of range from things that look like a part of the armor to really particle style things. So we've got like the fiery visage here, the aureate halo, which these are really effect style ones. Then you've got the horns that sort of integrate there, and the mark of the phoenix, and they're all fairly cheap as well for sort of how showy they are. And then we have the weapon effects. There's quite a good variety of these at the moment. As you can see, some of them have preview videos at the moment already up, which you can check out. They link to the Grinding Geek Games YouTube channel. You might have already seen some of these if you've been following it. And these start off around the 100 and 150 mark for some of the more simpler ones. And then they get up to about 200 there for the more expensive ones like the Vampiric Weapon Effect. The cheapest one looks like the Lavender Weapon Effect, which should be nice on wands and things like that. I've already bought the Vampiric Weapon Effect with my closed beta points, so I've got that in the Premium Stash tab bundle. Should be pretty cool with my Blood Magic Bow Duelist, so that'll be cool to see. But there's quite a good variety of those, and you can check out the previews, or you can wait until you see them in game to decide whether you want them. Now, the way all of these effects work is you apply them to the item, and then if you want to trade that item or vendor it or get rid of it in any other way, you have to first remove that effect, which you can do through the microtransaction panel in game. So you can remove that effect. Initially they were going to make that cost money, but now it's free, so you can just do that for free, and then you can apply it to another weapon. So you can only apply one to a weapon at any time. So I think if you're dual wielding, you might need to buy two, but we'll see how that ends up. And then next up we have the cool alternate skill effects. I think we're going to see a lot more of these, but for now there's just very few. Actually, the cheapest one here is the 10 points, and it's just a very simple water effect for the Ice Nova, so it changes Ice Nova basically to Water Nova. Very small difference, but we've got cool ones here like the Dragon's Fireball, which changes your Fireball into a dragon, and Firestorm into these Siege Ball things, the Cold Grasp, which is Grasping Hand, and then the one I think the coolest is it changes your summoned skeletons, if you're a summoner, into summoned statues, and that's pretty cool. So I think if you're planning on playing a summoner build fairly seriously, that should be one you take a look at there. And then finally we have the animations, which there might be more of these added soon. There's probably going to be a lot of other stuff added, but for now each class has got their very own special dance. We've got the Duelist doing some sort of flamenco, we've got the Marauder doing New Zealand's own haka, which is very cool. The Ranger sort of does a bit of an Irish dance, bit of a river dance style thing. Shadow's probably got the coolest one with a lot of break dancing. The Templars one was interesting, and the Witch sort of does her floating witchly thing like she does on the character select screen. So if you want to stand in town and show off your dance moves, then this is the way to do it. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the open beta for some actual open beta launch day content next up. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.